So here we have this Cub Cadet Zero Turn that I just bought, a Z-Force 50-inch deck. Supposedly it has a bad hydro on one side, but the previous owner said the hydro's bad when you go slow. At low RPMs is what he said. So we're going to get this off the trailer and look at a couple things. I drove it on the trailer. It almost doesn't seem like the hydro's bad, but we'll find out. Something I noticed driving this on and off the trailer, there is a lot of play in the handles on both sides. Just a lot of free play. And the previous owner seemed to think that the problem was in the hydro. He didn't really mention anything about having all the play. And now it does turn to both sides, and it goes, when I drove it forward, it went straight. He mentioned that it seemed to be a speed problem when you went slow or low RPMs is what he said. So, here you can see it's going in both directions. I don't have the engine speed up all the way, but I'm going to have to take those covers off the side and see what's not working in there. And hopefully, it's not a hard fix, but I'll have to get the free play out of the handles before I can worry about if one of the hydros is not working right. So I was moving the handle back and forth. This is all the play that we have here. And if you go down in there, I can see. I'm moving it the same amount, and there's nothing moving down there. Now it starts to move where it's going to want to change direction. But that's how far the handles move without doing anything to the hydro. So when you already move the handle that far forward, you're not going to get the speed that you expect because you're already taking up a lot of that play. Right there is neutral. Right there, you should be starting to move already. And we're already up to there. And these handles are only going to move so far. So I'm going to have to take these covers off the side here and see what's going on in there. I'm sure it's going to be worn parts in the linkage. Hopefully I can just go to the hardware store and get some bushings. I'll have to see what's in there. Hopefully I can get lucky on this machine. We'll see once I start taking it apart. Oh, we're back on this Cub Cadet. Going to take these side covers off. We're going to do one side and figure out how this comes apart. So I was looking at it. I think I might have to take this piece off. So we'll get the side off and see what happens. One more. Nope, two more. Well, we'll put this one back. That's what I was afraid of. All right, well, this is not quite as bad as it could be. I did find a definite problem here. So what we got going on, this hole might be worn out. This bolt's probably worn. But the shaft, the arm is moving. The shaft's not moving. So we're going to take that bolt out here, see what that hole looks like. And we may have to put a sleeve in there, maybe a bigger bolt. So let's get that off and see what it looks like. The other ½ inch. No, it's not even really tight. So this may be an easy fix. The bolt has a little wear, not really much to worry about. This does not want to come off. Where that hole is in the shaft is probably mushroomed out. Doesn't want to let the arm slide off. There we go. So yeah, that hole's mushroomed a little bit. So didn't want to let that slide over there. But here's a definite problem. Since that bolt was loose, this arm was able to rock back and forth, and the bolt that goes through there wore out the hole. It wore it out a little bit on that side, but looks like most of the wear is over there, so it's not turning this shaft the way it should be. I was thinking it was going to be worn linkage down inside there, but this may be an easier fix. So that bolt's rocking a little bit, so we may go to a little bit bigger bolt. This is a standard size bolt. Maybe I'll go to the next size up in metric, or maybe I'll put a sleeve in there. I'll definitely have to work on these holes. I may end up welding a washer on there or weld a plate. I do have some metal. I can weld a plate over that and re-drill the hole. So I'm going to look into it and decide what fix to do, and that one's most likely going to be the same problem on the other side. So this could end up being not too hard of a fix. So once I get that done, then I can drive it and see what I think of the hydros. One hydro had a little bit of sound to it. The other one was pretty quiet. But just because it makes a little noise doesn't mean it's bad. Have to let it warm up and see what it's like. So we'll get back to this then. All right, so we're going to end this video right here. The repair and testing will be in another video, so watch out for that. It'll be coming.